Yes, indeed. Today is going to be the glorious review of me, Beast Wars Kingdom Megatron. I'm here too. Nobody cares about you, GotBot. I am going to be the focus this time around in the latest Megatron True Review. Yes. Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share, of course subscribe. While you're at it, light 'em up, baby. Hit that notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton and lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for. All of my social media links, all of that, all down in the description as well. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link, check us out on Patreon, see what we offer to you through Teespring, or of course hit the join button right here on YouTube to become a channel member, baby. And this is Beast Wars Megatron, and as you might well expect, he has to have his 2 cents and his say, and we will be looking at him. And I didn't know what to think of this guy. It's been such a long, weird, winding, twisty story to getting this guy. I'll kind of outline it at the end, but I'm so happy to have him. Did he live up to the months upon months upon months of hype? Well, we're about to find out, because we're going to compare him to his earlier self. We're going to show him with his entire team, and we're going to show him with Optimus Primal and Optimal Optimus from Power of the Primes. There's a lot of comparisons. There's a lot to dig into. So without any further ado, let's head over to the table and take a closer look at this guy. And here we have me, glorious me, yes. What are you doing here? No, that's not how this is going. It's a GotBot True Review, not a Megatron True Review. So, no, you go away. I am fantastic. Naturally, I would spend my time here glorifying just how wonderful I am. I understand, like, I know your ego. Everybody, the world knows your ego. But this is a true review, so we're going to try and be as balanced here as we can. But before we get into looking at you proper, we need to take a look at your packaging first. And because I'm not planning to get the Kingdom Optimus, we already looked at Optimus as part of Earthrise, and honestly, I still think that that's the best Optimus that we've gotten, that we're probably going to get for a long time to come. I could be wrong, but that's just the way I feel. If you didn't get him in Earthrise, he's definitely worth getting in Kingdom. Now, I looked at the Earthrise Optimus next to the fantastic Siege Optimus in episode 667, and then I looked at what I did to kind of customize my own version of Optimus in episode 671. I used the Second Chance trailer with him, but to each their own. As for Megatron here, we have him in his T-Rex mode, and over right here on the side of the packaging, it looks beautiful. Again, we don't have a very big window here. And on the back, naturally, we have the product images. And look, I am even amazing when photographed. Yes. Yeah, okay, we get it, you're amazing. La-di-da. And we have some Kingdom instructions. They work quite nicely for this guy. And the collector card this time around is Dinobot. I hate that guy, yes. Yeah, we know you hate the guy. Yeah, he became a Maximal. We get it. And if we pull this back this time, we actually have Dinobot in his dinosaur mode, and we can see Black Arachnia there, and Scorponok, and Air Razor, maybe some others. This is different than the other Dinobot cards that I've had, where it's Dinobot back there in robot mode doing battle. So, I don't know. And here we have him in robot mode next to Kingdom Optimus Primal. I looked at this guy pretty recently in episode 832. For the record, his height is about the same as the height of the Power of the Primes. Optimus Primal, the smaller bot that's part of the Optimal Optimus. So if you're wondering how that Optimus Primal would scale here, about the same thing. Here's how they look together when Optimal Optimus is all combined up. This, of course, is the Power of the Primes light. I looked at him in episode 432, and I looked at the DNA Designs DK08 upgrade kit for him in episode 509. Far too much Optimus. He is absolutely ruining the glorious image that is me. Yes. Okay, well maybe you'll like this comparison a little bit better. How about this? Megatron with all of his followers. Of course, we have a mix of like kind of new, old, and middle ground here. Like, that's the original Rampage in the back. I got him for $3. He was missing some parts, so I had to kind of do some fixing there. That Rampage, by the way, I looked at in episode 375, and the custom work I did on him. Kind of just down from him, we have Inferno. I looked at in episode 514, love that Inferno. Then we have Scorponok here, and I love this Scorponok. He had a ton of custom work done on him. I looked at him in episode 515. I know we're getting the upcoming deluxe class Scorponok for Kingdom as of this recording. Is he going to be better than my custom? I don't know. Is he going to be better than what the original was without any custom work? 100%. I think the Kingdom is going to be infinitely better. I don't know if he's going to replace this guy for me, but I see the argument for replacing him. Down front we have Pterosaur, who we're also getting an update for. I again did a bunch of custom work on this Pterosaur, so he doesn't look the way the traditional basics did. I looked at him in episode 511. Like this Pterosaur, but he's obviously grossly too small. We have my 10th anniversary Tarantulas there. I looked at him in episode 513. Love that guy. Quick Strike, he's down front there. And I looked at him in episode 512. I like Quick Strike. Waspinator I looked at a long time ago. That's the Generations Waspinator in episode 195. And very recently down there we have Black Arachnia, whom I looked at in episode 814. So we have Kingdom represented here, we have Generations represented here, we have 10th Anniversary, and we have Original. What a hodgepodge. Don't care. Love them. Is this more to your liking? Well, this is better, but still not quite what I was looking for. No. I think I know what you want. Ha ha, yes. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Me. More of glorious me. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, more of you. Great. This, of course, is Kingdom Megatron, and next to the original Beast Wars Megatron, my custom original Beast Wars Megatron, whom I looked at in episode 288. Love the original guy. Let's get into some scores. That's where we're to. Let's get into it. The Kingdom Lad is wonderful. He is amazingly well done. But his look is not completely animation accurate to Beast Wars. And I'm going to kind of leave the original in here because I did custom work on him based on the animation as close as I can get to it. So the purple on the Kingdom, definitely deeper. The kind of silhouette of the body and whatnot, definitely better. Undoubtedly. On the arms, we should really have more of a like a metallic-y blue and black mix rather than what we have with what looks like a gunmetal gray mix. And to be fair, on this side, his forearm and hand is purple. That's not quite right, but okay. Then the kind of center of his body and I'll say lower abs should be black with the silver highlights. The center of the Kingdom guy's body and his lower abs is gunmetal gray. The circles on his hips there, I don't know what, up there, they're gunmetal gray on Kingdom, they should be black. The purple on his upper leg should be green like I have painted here. So there are certain liberties taken there. The head of the Kingdom is perfect. We'll take a closer look at that in a little bit. The yellowish skin tony color on the shoulders of the Kingdom shouldn't be there either, but I understand why it is, so I give it a pass. Here's the thing. He does have certain liberties taken with him, but it works. It works. The shades of purples play off each other nicely. The gunmetal gray plays, I think, a lot nicer than a stark black would. And I think that as much as I like this guy, and even though objectively speaking, the Kingdom is a bit inaccurate for his paint apps, he looks tremendous. I want to give him subjectively a solid 10 because he has such a presence and stature. But objectively speaking, because there are liberties taken here, he's going to get about an 8. There's no mistaking who it is, but a person who is motivated enough to want this guy to be perfectly accurate certainly has room to do some customizing work. Am I going to do it? I don't think so, because I think he looks beautiful as he is. This is one of those times where I'm letting the animation accuracy slide because I think touching him would kind of harm the look that they have succeeded in making for him here. Look at that amazing face sculpt. The version we've seen with the open mouth, I assume, is what's going to be used for T-Rex, but man, is that gorgeous. It totally embodies Beast Wars Megatron. By the way, the knees have this weird, I assume it's the plastic that's used for the claws, and it becomes the knee hinges, but that whitey color looks jarring. It's weird. I don't know why it wasn't purple, but okay, whatever. It's strange. So he's starting off with an 8, which you would say, I don't know if that's exactly high enough. It's a good start, because here's the other thing. It comes with a couple of caveats. Like I said, subjectively, I want to give him a 10 for sure because I love it. Plus, what we have here is something I've never seen before to my knowledge. We have the robot and kind of all the joints that are on him made of hard plastic, and then everything that's textured and molded to be like dinosaur skin, we'll say, is like the soft kind of rubbery plastic, which normally would sort of bother me, but all of that is like overlaid on top of hard plastic, so it's like a layer of skin, flesh, on top of the plastic bone metallic structure, so to speak. I've never seen anything like it. It makes this guy super robust and hefty in hand. He clocks in at 333 grams. He is a true blue leader, much like Grimlock. Not to say Grimlock's perfect, though I think he's pretty close on it. But this is a true blue leader. He has the height, he has the mass, and then some. I mean, we know that a traditional leader has been, say, 315 to 325. This is 333. It has an extra layer on top of layer here with the soft, more rubbery plastic on top of hard plastic. It captures the look tremendously well with a ton of beautiful paint. And let's get into the articulation for the guy. So the head goes left and right, not as much up and down as I'd like, but there is a wiggle up and down. This arm over here can go in and out and down and kind of go back, which is a weird way to do it, but whatever. And go forward. I think I said bicep swivel. The arm kind of only goes out, like it goes out this far. But we got a rotation, of course, at the shoulder, and like any way you want to get the arm around, I think works. Sometimes I almost feel like the shoulder pad is slightly in the way, but like it's fine. The hand, for some reason, can flip forward. I don't know what the point of that is, but okay, whatever. I do wish, as everyone else has said, that this piece could come off, and I don't know why they didn't have it. You know, in an age of like fossilizers and weaponizers and stuff, why didn't you just make that so it can come off? I don't know. But at least he has an arm and a proper hand, which he didn't used to have, and I'm okay with it. Like, I love the original. It didn't come off on him, but I always wanted him to have like at least a proper arm. At least now he has a proper arm. The shoulder here, it can go all the way around. You can kind of get a bit of an elbow and then the head going up to open right there like that if you want. You have a bicep swivel. If you turn it all the way around, we get a deep elbow, but now the dinosaur head's upside down. The dinosaur head, it can open, and we have enough of a molded piece there that before you break the sculpt, like the mouth is well open. There's a port in there for taking a blast effect. Yes, the guy has quite the backpack. No, it doesn't remotely get in the way of really anything. These are the hinges I talked about. I don't know why they're not purple. Hips forward really all the way. that you would want them to be forward. Hips back really as much as you want. Hips like out to the side, and then this circle sort of gets in the way. But you can pick that circle off and like rotate down on his leg more and get all the way up to the side. So it's a little bit of a transformation thing, but like it's a minor transformation thing that allows you to get the added articulation that you would want. We do have a swivel. It's really built from the knee up. It's not from the hip down. It's from the knee up. Can we? Yeah, like maybe I can show it here. It's built in the leg, in right there. But it works. We have a knee to 90 degrees for sure. We have a waist swivel on the guy. We have tilt forward and back and a little bit to the side as well. I don't know if there's anything else I'd want for him. I really don't know if there's anything else I'd want for him. Now my copy, the hips on my copy are a little looser than I would like. I'm not going to kind of like score him down for it because I'm assuming that it's just my copy. Slightly unfortunate that they're slightly loose, but honestly he still stands solid and it really doesn't affect him getting in a bunch of poses and holding the position. So I think it's fine. I feel like pretty much everything is here that I could want. I'm going to say solid 9.5 for sure. I mean, if the hips were just tolerant slightly better, I'd say 10. But I'm going to say solid 9.5. So we had an 8.5, a 9.5. The guy's getting right now a solid 9 overall. He is quite a good offering in the Kingdom line. What about the transformation? We got to do that one next. And it is a bit of a, I don't want to say it's a bear, but it's really interesting. And there's certain things that, because of the way they snap or unsnap, are sort of scary and challenging, especially the first time you do it. Pardon the cut, I had to do a battery change. What can I say? It happens. We're going to get into the transformation. As I was saying, the guy's getting a 9 overall. The transformation is sort of brilliant bonkers. We're going to begin by picking this one up and turning it around like that. We're going to take the head and push it back in. We're going to come over on this arm here, and we pick this up. There is a peg hole, rectangular peg hole there, and a rectangular peg there. It comes all the way up. We rotate this piece around so all the green now is kind of facing the same way. We're going to fold this down. There's a peg here and a peg here. It tabs in along there on the arm and up right there. So we bring that down and peg it in. We bring it down on the other side and we also peg it in. You do have to like massage it in a little bit. There is, I guess I'll show this now, or I'll try and show this now. There is, you'll notice a little like latch in there. That'll help orient us later. We can pick out a dino arm and a dino arm. We can flip up, if you want, the neck piece here. Then on the back here, we can take this whole piece and bring it down. It's a bit of a scary hinge to do so. I find it is anyway. And look up underneath, hard plastic, hard plastic, hard plastic, all covered with this like skin textured rubbery plastic. You'll also notice the joints on the back of the knees that I talked about earlier. I don't know why they are like that. I already have the hip panels here turned down like they are up like this, and you pull them out, you rotate them down, and you push them back in because now they're going to be like dino knees. We will split the pelvis. It's harder to, I find, put the pelvis together for robot mode than it is to split it. But neither one is particularly fun. If I can, there. So you split the pelvis and bring it down and bring it down, and it's really tight, and you're going to bring it up on the side here. The leverage is a bit rough with some things on this guy. It's well done, but oh. There's, whew, His dino legs now are kind of left open there. Now comes the scariest part of this entire transformation, at least for me. I think the scariest part of the whole transformation is separating the upper body from the lower body because of the way it likes to clip in. I can't really give you any advice other than to muscle it up. Once you have it up, we can also open out, if we didn't do it already, we can open out these pieces as well. Once you muscle this up, I guess you can turn it, which way? Just trying to see here now. You bring it all the way up on that hinge, and you turn it this way. How do I know that I turn it, like when I bring it up, how do I know that I rotate it this way? Because this now is going to be what latches on right here. Before we had all of this down over, and the two sides latched up in under. Now that latch on the side is going to latch over this here. It's tight trying to line that up to do it. I'm not even going to pretend that it's not. Because it is. It really, really, really is. We can rotate this around as well. And it should kind of come down here between the legs, and the legs will bring down here on the side. It's hard to get the leverage here again to put that, I don't know what to call it, tab I guess, over that peg. I'm going to try and do it off camera and then we'll go on. Just so you know what I'm talking about, in right here. It's that piece tabbing in. It's a bit of a bear to get it tabbed. Okay, now that we've got that tabbed in, we can come here to this side and open out that and open out that. We can bring these pieces up on the side and down, and then these rubbery pieces here, they will tab together, and they will tab together. We can straighten up get the neck tab out there, kinda. We can sort of straighten up the head there. Got that tab together. We bring that down on the side over the knee circle, we'll say. We'll bring that down on the side over the knee circle, and really in the end I'm gonna do that to his tail. We're gonna bring his head this way, lean him down a bit, but in the end, boom, here we have Beast Wars Megatron in his dino mode. And here we have him with Studio Series 86 Grimlock. I looked at Grimlock in episode 826. Totally dig this. By the way, as an update to Grimlock, I did manage to get the chest piece thing off because I thought it was a bit too dark. Amazing. Robot dino, kind of a organic dino. Both are tremendous. The articulation on the dino mode here, the head goes left, right, up, down. The mouth can open and close. The little dino arms can go out and up and all around. I wanted to come on tab then. The legs can go forward. The legs can go back. We do have a knee. We still have the ankle tilt and stuff. Out to the side a little bit. The tail is hinged up here and down here, so the tail can kind of whip and move. Really tremendous. Really well done. He was getting a 9. I think the transformation, while it has a couple of scary parts because of the way it has the tab and whatnot, once you've done it a couple of times, it gets easier and it's kind of brilliant, but again, almost familiar, sort of like Inferno. You can see that there's similarities here to the original, and I think it works generally quite well. First couple of times, you're going to find certain things scary. I'm going to say the transformation is a solid 9. Overall, this guy is a solid 9. It is a tremendously well done Megatron. You say I'm 9. I say I'm 10 billion. Yes. Oh, be quiet. He's a 9. He's fantastic. If you get an opportunity, he's definitely worth adding to your collection. And here we are once again, and here he is, and color me blown away. The things done and accomplished here are, here's the thing. There's very minor gripes. He's not absolutely perfect. Some of his coloration is not exactly animation accurate to the original Beast Wars program anyway. I wish that this could come off on this arm. You know, like just a couple of minor grips like that. I wish the hips were tolerant to little, although that one's not bad. Maybe they are okay. I don't know. I feel like that they're slightly loose. It could be toleranced or tightened just ever so slightly. So like just a couple of things like that. But the sheer amount of paint here is mind-blowing. The fact that we have almost like a hard plastic skeleton, we'll say, covered by the soft rubbery parts to be flesh is a genius idea. It's an inspired thinking. It's inspired engineering. The tightness of moving the hips is rough. The tightness of tabbing and untabbing the body is rough. The connections are there and they work, but you definitely need to kind of work them a bit and like tab them and untab them a few times to sort of loosen them up a little bit. Everything though feels robust. It feels solid. You know, the paint isn't quite accurate, but what's there is amazing. The articulation is all there really that I could want for the guy. The transformation feels familiar, giving some nods to the original, but it certainly has its own new bits. When I first saw this big backpack, I was like, no man, that's gonna get in the way or it's gonna make him too back heavy. It doesn't affect anything. It's actually a really clean backpack. And then he has the mass. Not only does he have the mass, he has extra mass coming in at even more. Look, this is one of those examples where the prices for a leader, you know, we know throughout this War for Cybertron line went up a little bit. And in some cases, I said, pardon me, in some cases I said, it's not worth it. The value's just not there. But with this guy, man, the value is there and then some. He is tremendous. If you've been on the fence about him, don't be. If you can find him, nab him. He is that terrific. He's well up there with Cyclonus and Airraiser as being amongst the best in line, at least so far. Let me know what you think about Beast Wars Megatron. I appreciate you guys coming by. Give me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. You can check us out on Patreon. You can see what we offer to you through Teespring. Or, of course, you can hit the join button right here on YouTube. Become a channel member, baby. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button. Stick around, man. Have some fun with us. Don't forget that somehow, someway, each and every single day, you do make a difference. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams, at the stop motion premieres, or the old-fashioned way, baby, right here inside the videos.